Texas League Baseball is next. And a happy Mother's Day, everybody. We welcome you into the live broadcast here in South Texas. And now the star of the show, the one and only John Baker. Thank you, Bob, and a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there as we get set for the sixth game of our six-game set between the visiting Frisco RoughRiders and your San Antonio Missions. Well, today is Mom's Day. Everybody should spend the weekend and evidently come out to the Missions game. And West Creek Trail Rides, that is today's sponsor, in our ball game for the Sunday afternoon, and pretty good on that. Well, we're about ready as we get set for a 105 first pitch, and so far we are just super excited to bring you this one here today. Well, we are joined in the booth by my partner Bob and his wife Ann. It's always good to see y'all, and Ann, gotta say happy Mother's Day. Well, thank you. It's always good to have a wonderful, wonderful friend like you, John. And my husband, Bob, always good to me. So did Bob take you out to go eat somewhere? Well, we will probably do that after the ball game today. We're here to watch this game and to have a good time, and with our puppies, we are here to make this day the best day for me and for you especially. I know you turned 32. Happy belated birthday. And so far, just wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday. Thank you, Miss Ann, and I gotta say, it's always good to always say happy birthday or happy Mother's Day on days like this, that we celebrate a very special occasion. To all the moms out there, that your day may be great. You know, go out, take your mom to a ball game or the movies or horseback riding. And yeah, today's our proud sponsor of West Creek Trail Rides, treating all the moms out there with a great deal. But anyway, as we get set in this one for our pregame show, I gotta say, San Antonio winning last night 15-7, and boy, double digits for San Antonio, right, Bob? Well, I gotta say, it was a pretty good game. Missions won it, fireworks show. The fans got sent home happy. Yeah, I bet they did. But anyway, today, final game. And after this game today, Missions will head to West Texas to take on Midland in a six-game set before returning on Tuesday, May 20th, taking on the Wichita Wind Surge. And anyway, going to be pretty good as we get this one off and running. And it's going to be a pretty hot one. Today's temperature up 87 degrees here at the ball game. And we start up at 1:05 p.m. It is exactly 1 o'clock now as we get this one on a Sunday afternoon about ready to go. Now, I got to say, John, absolutely right. And so far, we're super excited that everybody is coming in. Got a lot of fans already taking their seats for this afternoon's ball game, and so far, it's going to be a pretty good one. Well, everybody's scheduled to go at 1:05, and except the, well, did we have any late starts? I do believe the Rockhounds and Corpus Christi started at 6, so they will start this evening at 6:05 this evening. And then let's see, we got Wichita and Northwest Arkansas going at it. Later at 3 o'clock, it'll be Frisco, San Antonio, Tulsa, and Amarillo, Springfield, and Arkansas. We'll have those 6 teams ready to go. And then it'll be Wichita, Northwest Arkansas in approximately 25 minutes prior to when everybody else starts this afternoon. And so far, pretty good on that. Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. Today's going to be a good day, whether you're headed to the ballpark. And so far, it's going to be a pretty good day, as we all know it. Yeah, I got to say, Bob, absolutely right. And we are just super excited that we get to go and have a good time. And so far, we are going to have a great time this afternoon. Well, for the Rough Rider fans out there at Statesman's Park, don't forget Corpus Christi will be in your ballpark starting Tuesday. So it'll be Corpus Christi and Frisco, San Antonio at Midland, Northwest Arkansas at Tulsa, Arkansas at Wichita, Amarillo there at Blue River Stadium taking on the Springfield Cardinals. And so far, going to be a pretty good new week as we get that one started. But anyway, also Andor Season 2 is fixing to wrap up. If you know that Star Wars series, it is fixing to have its last 3 episodes Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So before we get our broadcast started at Midland, that's when the TV show will actually start. So 3 episodes, ranging up to each one being an hour long. So we're looking at a 3-episode series finale on that as well. Well, anyway, this broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Whataburger served hot and fresh. And yes, Whataburger is one of my favorite places for all of San Antonio. And so far, pretty good. Well, we'll be right back after this as we get set for the top of the first inning for the Frisco Rough Riders right here on the Missions Baseball Network. All right, and we're about set to go. On the hill today is Austin Davis. What do we know about him, Bob? Oh, today, going to be a pretty good day for Davis as he comes in for the Missions. And here's the first batter up, second baseman Cameron Cawley. We'll lead it off for Frisco here this afternoon. About ready? 3 magic words. Let's play ball. And the first pitch right there and in for a taking called strike, and we are underway. 1:07 this afternoon.
1 o'clock.
So far on a hot Sunday afternoon, everybody should think about staying hydrated. That one high and outside makes Cawley jump out of the way, and the count now 1-1. A pretty good afternoon And the pitch. That one is a bunt attempt. That is a foul ball. And the count now 1-2. Don't forget, Tuesday, May 20th, we're back home taking on Wichita. Wind surge for a 6-game set. Swing and a miss. Coley goes down. And that's the first strikeout for Austin Davis. Kellen Strom coming in now. And the pitch to him. That went down and outside. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Strom playing the center field position for Frisco here this day and afternoon. That one high fly in the air and not a play. And that'll be the count now 1-1. Boy, a pretty hot afternoon. Sun and hardly any clouds. It's right there in the count now 1-2. Now, unlike yesterday, we've seen the rain. We've seen a few lightning strikes, a pebble-sized tail. And evidently, that hit West Creek Trail Rides pretty good. That one right there, high in the air, deep to left field. And that is gone. A home run for Kellen Strom for the Frisco RoughRiders. He scores in. And now it's a 1-0 ball game. And so far still underway as we get this one going here today. And boy, I tell you one thing, that was spot on and hit. So RoughRiders are up by 1 by Kellen Strom, a 339-foot, 92.6 mile per hour exit velocity. Third hole batter, Abimelech Ortiz. Comes and swings and misses a slider, and it's the count now 0-1 to the first baseman as he strides up to the plate for Frisco. RoughRiders 1, San Antonio 0. Top of the first inning, and that is gloved by Davis. Back to the mound, gives it to Castañon, and that is 2 away. Let's give the visiting Frisco RoughRiders the starting lineups. Coley, Strom, Ortiz would be the leadoff 3. Zavala, Rodriguez, and Galan will be the middle 3. Smith, Biggers, and Mitchell will round out the RoughRiders batting order for the Sunday afternoon. Right fielder, Aaron Zavala coming in for Frisco. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air and out of play. And the count now is 0-1. Don't forget today, after this ball game, Frisco heads home, take on Corpus Christi. San Antonio heads to Franco Park, take on Midland. Right there, a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. So go be some pretty good games starting Tuesday through Sunday next week as we take on the Rockhounds. And the 0-2. Right there, high fly in the air and out of play. And boy, still going really, really well. Here's a pitch, and that is foul. Don't forget, kids can run the bases today after the ball game. Go far pretty good after that. As the count now 0-2. Zavala still hanging on and fighting to get a pitch he sees and drill one for a base hit or a home run. Right there, called third strike, and he is down, and that will be the side retired. But Kellen Strom powers one over the left field wall, and that is a run on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on. And we're now to the bottom of the first inning. Frisco leads it 1-0. San Antonio coming to bat. about ready for the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob, and I gotta say, we do have a weather update as we go through the new week. While San Antonio is out of town, we are looking at high temperatures. Monday, 96 degrees. Tuesday, 106 degrees. Wednesday, 108 degrees. So for San Antonio, it will get hot through this new week that the Missions are out of town. So we ask everybody to drink water and Gatorade and, get rid of drinks that are sugary. So don't have any sugary drinks. It'll make you get dehydrated. Well, we are checking the weather forecast for Midland as we will be up there Tuesday through Sunday next week. And yes, we are looking at windy conditions with a high of 101, 100 on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies, 92 degrees. And yes, the Rockhound Town, Friday and Saturday weekend looks pretty good, but it will be up to close to 100 degrees there in Midland. Well, anyway, we lead off the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio. A left-hander, Avery Weems, will get the start for Frisco here this afternoon. So here's the left fielder, Albert Fabian, as he gets in. And he's leading it today for San Antonio. A few clouds out there in shallow center. Pretty good right there. And that one is going to be hit foul, and it's 0-1. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, and also it's Mom's Day. So come on out to the ball game. Enjoy this baseball game. Moms could come in for free. Why not? And yes, Ann, our very special guest and good friend of mine and wife to Bob, and got to say pretty good on that. Gosh, but thank you, Jonathan, for all your kind of words. And everything that you say is really, really nice. Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas, as he gets one outside, one ball, and no strikes. We got a great crowd today. And so far for the final game here in San Antonio, we're glad 12 games was a pretty good to come to. That one high in the air. That one up to the warning track, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the center fielder.
And with that, let's give the home team starting lineups. Fabian Salas Mears will be the leadoff 3. Castañon Campbell, a rotorer, will be the middle 3. Rojas Cedeno and Leo Dallas DeVries will round out the San Antonio lineup today. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in for the Missions now. And the pitch. That one is high inside, strike 1. So yeah, pretty good. Can't wait to be back in San Antonio when we take on Wichita on May 20th. Wind Surge will take on the San Antonio Missions on that day for a 6-game set. Tuesday, May 20th through Sunday, May 25th. Here's the pitch. That one right there, slow roller. The third, the first, they get him. And that's an easy play for the half inning to come to a conclusion. No runs, hits, or errors, and no one on for San Antonio. We lead off the top of the second inning with Caber Rodriguez coming up for Frisco when we come back. So back here for a new inning on this Sunday, Mother Day afternoon. And it is 1-0 Frisco RoughRiders. Top half of the second inning for Frisco, right now on the Mission Baseball Network. Caber Rodriguez will lead it off here, 5, 6, and 7. Due up here in the top of the second inning for the RoughRiders. It's a swing and a miss on the four-seamer, and that's the count now, 0-1. Austin Davis now has 17 pitches. Doing pretty good. His first pitches have been for strikes. Well impressive on that. And that is a foul ball. And the count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Right there, high fly foul. And still hanging on, 0-2. Here's the pitch to him. And that will, ouch, hit him in the face. As that ball will hit the ground into the mask of the catcher. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Get him down. And that's a platter surfed code right there as he struck him out. And there's one down. Yossi Galan coming in now. As that is hit foul. And the count now 0-1. One away, nobody on here in the second inning. RoughRiders 1-0. Trailing San Antonio is that one run. The insurance run comes in and scores that run in. No balls, 2 strikes to Yossi Galan. And that is four-seamer fouled off. And the count now 0-2. Sunday afternoon baseball on the Mother's Day. Happy Mom's Day. Strikeout looking. And 2 back-to-back strikeouts by Austin Davis. And now he's a quarter into this ball game. Here's the pitch right there and in for the called strike. And it's 0-1. 26 pitches by Davis. And the pitch. That one fouled off at 96 miles an hour. And so far pretty good on that one. Here's the pitch. That one high in the air. Up to right field. It will not go. It will go foul. But it will not stay fair. No balls, 2 strikes to Marcus Smith. Circle change is fouled off. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch right there and outside. And the count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. That is fouled off. That's still holding up in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more time right there. That's a ground hopper right to Rojas to Castañon. And that will do it. No runs, hits, or errors. No one on for Frisco. As we're 2.5 this afternoon. And it's 1-0 RoughRiders. We're back for the bottom of the second inning as first baseman Marcos Castañon comes in. And we'll be ready to go for the bottom of 2 when we come back. Now set to go for the bottom of the second inning, right now on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Marcos Castañon coming in as we're set to go here in the home half of inning number 2. And here's the pitch from Weems. And that is going to be high fly in the air up to left center. And that is out number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 7.
Well, the right fielder, Jacob Campbell, coming in after the flyout. Boy, and I tell you what, a lot of zeros would make the game go quicker. Yeah, I know, in every inning, John, that would be a big factor of this one. Yeah, sure would. 1 ball, no strikes. In the pitch. That one is high. That one is deep. Up to the center field area, and he missed it right there. And that's going to go right for a double. He's in there, Jacob Campbell, with a 1-out double. Boy, that's a double meat cheeseburger today for everybody in the coupon, right? Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. Now you have the tying run at second, and now all they have to do for San Antonio, get a base hit. That's for sure. Well, the next batter up is Cole Roederer. Roederer coming in, and he hits that one out of play and foul. And he's the designated hitter for San Antonio. So pretty good day today. Runner at second, 1 away, bottom of 2. And that's going to be well hit. And there goes the runner. He's tagging up. And he stole from second base. And he is there safely with the flyout. Hot corner third baseman, Yendry Rojas. Coming in and ready to go here today. And the pitch. That one is a high pop-up right there. And all the outfielders try to give a chase. And that's a base hit. Tight ball game right there. RoughRiders and San Antonio now tied at 1-1 on the RBI single. What an amazing hit that was there, Bob. Yeah, it sure was. Now here is Norwillian Cedeno as he comes in. And here's the pitch. That one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, gotta say, Bob, what these boys are trying to get in, secure the series finale today, and then head off to Midland. That's right, John. 1 ball and no strikes. That one is right there, out of play, foul, and the count now at 1-1. So yeah, I'm ready to go to Midland. How about you, Bob? Yeah, I'm ready too. Got my bags packed, ready to go, and we leave San Antonio today. We're going to have fun. Yeah, we sure are. Go to the Rockhounds Tuesday through Sunday as they take on our San Antonio Missions. That one high, that one deep, over the left field wall. It is gone. 2-run shot by Norwillian Cedeno. 371 foot, 102.3 in a mile per hour exit velocity. How do you like that? That's a can of whoop butt right there. Yeah, it sure is, John. And boy, tell you what, that was fair, and it was pretty good as well. 9-hole batter. Shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries coming in as that it's taken in for a ball. And the count now is 1-0. 2 away after the 2-run shot by Norwillian Cedeno as he comes in and powers one over the left field wall. And San Antonio up 3-1 against the Frisco RoughRiders. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now, and Boy, pretty good day for San Antonio if they could get in, win one here, and get something going. That one is high fly in the air up to the left field area. They can't get there. That's a base hit. Leo Dallas to Breeze goes to second, and he's got a 2-out double. Boy, tell you one thing, John. These boys come to hit, and they come to hit. We're back to the top of the San Antonio lineup. Here's the left fielder, Albert Fabian, as he takes that one high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Strikeout last time up is 0 for 1. Runner at second, 2 away for a ball game here today, and that's in for a strike. It's 1-1. It is a beautiful day as we look at blue skies, and on this Mother's Day, every mom should be out to the ball game, whether they're in San Antonio or Amarillo or wherever. They need to go to the ball game. Right there, that is up the left, and that is out number 3, and that will do it. But Norwilly and Cedeno powers one, and they take the ball game to a whole new level. Top of the third coming up. San Antonio leads at 3-1. Jack Spiggers will lead it off when we come back. And it's a San Antonio score. The Missions 3, RoughRiders 1. Well, we lead off the top of the third inning for Frisco, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Jack Spiggers coming in, as this will be the third inning for Austin Davis on the hill for San Antonio. The ball is high and outside, 1-0 the count to the 8-hole batter, Jack Spiggers. That one high fly in the air up to left field. Fabian getting under it, makes the grab, and there is one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 28, Tucker.
Catcher Tucker Mitchell coming in. As he's set to go, here is a pitch by Davis. and that is out of play foul. So no balls, one strike to him. And the pitch. That one high in the air, up to left field. Mears has it, and they're 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Frisco here this third inning.
Second baseman, Cameron.
We go back to the top of the RoughRiders lineup. Second baseman, Cameron Kelly. Coming in now, and the pitch. That one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, third inning there at Riverboat Field, Northwest Arkansas. They lead Wichita by 2-1. And so far, pretty good on that. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now. So far, pretty good there at Riverboat Field. And all knowingly that San Antonio does not go to Riverboat this year. It is determined whether we go next year in the 2026 opener or later on in a part of the series. So 2 outs, but a 2-out base runner, and here is Kellen Strom. Strom was the only solo home run that he was back in the first inning that he came around, and he struck that ball over the left field wall. No balls, 1 strike the count, and that's going to be through for a strike. Then the count now 0-2. This might be Austin Davis's last inning of work, even though three of the reserves will be out today, and that's going to be a base hit. And here comes a run in to score with an RBI triple.
The batter, the first baseman, Abimelech Ortiz.
So here's Abimelech Ortiz as he comes in. Tying run at third, with Ortiz at the plate being the go-ahead. So ground out in the first is 0 for 1 today for Frisco. And the pitch. That one is in. The count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch right there, high in the air, up the center. Mears will get it, and that is the inning. So Kellen Strom gets the RBI triple, a run in across the score, and that will leave 1 left on base. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left for the RoughRiders. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's the San Antonio Missions 3, Frisco RoughRiders 2. So back here for bottom of the third when we come back. Well, we lead off the bottom of the third inning for San Antonio right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ethan Salas coming in, and here we go for the next half inning. Slow roller, and that's going to go right to the shortstop to first, and that is clearly out number one. Now bring up the center fielder, Joshua Mears. So for one, a ground out. Well, I tell you one thing, Bob, we had a 12-game homestand, and both weeks against Corpus Christi and Frisco were pretty long. Now, I got to say, John, we've had fun with those. Yeah, I was watching them. They're pretty good boys right there, I tell you, John. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, Corpus Christi, really good ball club. And so far tonight, the Rockhounds will play them. And then after that ball game, they're back home at Frisco Park to take on San Antonio after today. That one driven up nicely, but that's caught by the left fielder for the out. And there's two away. Marcos Castañon, the first baseman, is 0 for 1, a flyout. Just absolutely love how a beautiful Mother's Day looks like. And that one down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. So a pretty good day today. That one liner short. And that goes to first, and that is out number 3. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody on for San Antonio as we head to the 4th inning, and the Missions lead it 3-2. 4th inning coming up as Aaron Zavala, Caber Rodriguez, and Josiah Galan will lead it off in the 4th. Set to go for the top of the 4th inning for Frisco. Right now, the San Antonio Baseball Network and YouTube Live. Thank you, Bob. Aaron Zavala coming in. At first, we are going to see a pitching change for San Antonio. That is a left-hander, Omar Cruz. And pretty much we're set to go for the 4th. San Antonio leading the 1-run charge against the Frisco RoughRiders. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-1. And we are already set and going. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is chopped foul, and it's 0-2 to Zavala. The 0-2. That one fouled off. So still hanging on. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one high in the air up to left center. Mears races after it, and boy, terrific catch. And that is out number one.
Rodriguez.
Hot corner third baseman Caber Rodriguez. Strikeout 0 for 1 here today for the RoughRiders. And here's the pitch right there and in for a taken strike. And it's 0-1. Calling balls and strikes is Dusty Baker. Jeff Andrews is off this day, celebrating with his mom. So pretty much got to say happy birthday or happy Mother's Day to that guy's mom. The left fielder is Yossi Galan. Jeff Andrews and his mom are pretty good. Well, have you met his mom before? I can't lie to you. No. Here's the 0-1. And that one is blistered right there. And that's going to hit the wall, and that will end the inning. Well, that ball was hit on a tee, and that will do for this half inning. Well, no runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on for Frisco as we head to the bottom of 4. And it is a 3-2 ball game here for San Antonio. Well, we're back right after this for break, and we'll be right back here on Mission's Baseball Network. Bottom half of the 4th inning for San Antonio, right now on the Mission's Baseball Network. Well, the right fielder, Jacob Campbell, coming in now. San Antonio leading 1-run ball game against the RoughRiders.
Ball, that's out.
That one outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Just a blue sky. Love how that is on the Mother's Day. Mother Nature is so sweet to us, and don't dare make her angry, or she might just throw hailstones the size of grapefruits at you. You're funny, John. I don't know if I recall myself being funny, but all I do know is don't make her mad. So that will go up to center field, and that's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cole.
And that'll bring up the designated hitter is Cole Roederer, who's 0 for 1 and a lineout. You see, Saturday afternoon, I was pelted by hail just riding the horses and stuff.
Ball 1.
But that's down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that is a chop foul, and the count now 1-1. So beautiful blue sky, maybe a cloud or two just going idly by. And that's going to be right there up to center, and there's 2 down.
Now
2 up,
batting,
2 down
third
here in the
baseman,
bottom of 4.
Yendry
And here is the hot corner man, Yendry Rojas. 1-for-1 RBI single in the second inning. Making it pretty good here in this one. That one is a right field base hit. Boy, Rojas goes after the first pitch he sees.
Now batting, second baseman, Nerwillian.
And that'll bring up the second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno, the last guy that had a 2-run shot, making it a 3-1 ball game in the last half of the inning. So right there, and that is out number 3 to the first, and that will pretty much do it. So we head to the 5th inning. San Antonio leading it 3-2. So back here for more as Marcus Smith is coming in. So San Antonio, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And that will pretty much conclude the 4th inning in this broadcast. So the 5th inning coming as San Antonio leads it 3-2. This broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides and Dr. Pepper and our favorites and every broadcast that we could think of, every proud sponsor. Well, thank you, Bob, and for many people that know, every sponsor today is well appreciated for all things possible for San Antonio. Well, as we celebrate Mother's Day, it is a great day for all of us as we have the ball game and as we continue what is left of our 12-game homestand. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, we lead off the top of the 5th inning. Here is Marcus Smith. Omar Cruz coming, and he swings after that one. And the count now 0-1. Boy, a lot of fans here today. That's a slow roller in front of Cedeno. He gives it to Castañon, and that is
Now
one
batting,
away.
shortstop, Jax Biggers.
Shortstop is Jax Biggers as he comes in. Well, we'll say for a lot of San Antonio, make sure through the week everybody stays hydrated while the missions are out of town. And so far, it needs to be weather alert, especially when San Antonio will see triple-digit heat. 106 on a Wednesday, Thursday, 108. Make sure to drink plenty of water and stay in the air-conditioned type buildings. That's right there up to right field to Campbell, and that is two away, caught by the right fielder.
Mitchell.
Tucker Mitchell coming in now as 0 for 1 and a flyout. And we'll say pretty good. So that one in for a called strike. It's 0-1. So, John, I got a question. Yeah, what's up, Bob? So what'd you get for your birthday? I'm just dying to know. Oh, okay. So if you want to know, that one down swinging and the count now 0-2. Lana at West Creek Trail Rides gave me my very own reins. Oh, that is cool. And that way, you know, when I go riding my two partners and stuff, I could put the reins on. And yeah, those are my reins. They're nobody else's. And, you know, if I leave them at the ranch, somebody might steal them, and I don't want to take a chance on that. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count now to Mitchell. And that is a chop foul. So, you know, Lana, she's a pretty good manager for West Creek. You know, she's the big boss and stuff, and everybody, like me, really does like her. Happy Mother's Day, Lana. And, you know, so far, just think that she is the greatest boss, that people should obey and people should respect her and stuff. But anyway, pretty good on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one is hit high in the air up to the left field area. That will go past the bleachers. And the count now is 1-2. Here's a 1-2. That one high in the air into the foul grounds territory. Castañon getting in front of the crowd and makes a terrific fine run and play. And that will do it. No runs, hits, errors, and nobody left on for Frisco. As we're 5.5, San Antonio leading this game 3-2. So we're back as shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries will lead it off for the San Antonio Missions when we come back. All right, we're about ready for the bottom of the 5th inning for San Antonio right now in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, in now is Leo Dallas DeVries. 9-1-2 due up for the bottom of 5. That one is high in the air up to right field, and that will go out of play, foul. In the count now, 0-1. 1-run ball game. San Antonio leads it. 3-2 the score. RoughRiders trailing 1. That one is well hit. That one is straight. And they try to get after it. And that's going to be a double, and he's back in. Boy, awfully close. As that was 2 bags. Boy, and if he didn't get back, that would have been a out right on the bat. Now, so far, pretty good here for San Antonio on that 9-hole batter. Getting double meat cheeseburger coupons for everybody, courtesy of Whataburger. You know, the first one was built 1970 in what location? San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Midland, or Amarillo? Which one was it? It was B, Corpus Christi. And there you go. That is correct answer. So Corpus Christi was the first Whataburger ever built. Right there, pass to the pitcher, and he got him right there and then. So out number 1, but second and third. Runner from the second base area goes to third. Ethan Salas, the catcher, 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. Coming in for San Antonio. And that's going to be a liner. That's going to get down extra bases. Run in to score. Here comes the double. And Ethan Salas has the RBI double. And that was pretty cool. Yeah, I got to say, John, that was a real good baseball right there. Well, we're going to have the quick pause now as here comes the manager. And that's going to do for the starting pitcher here this afternoon for the RoughRiders.
Now pitching for Frisco.
Well, here is the next batter up, Matt Festa. 5.70, a strikeout 24%, 400 over a .224. So runner at second base, 4-2 ball game. As that one is outside, it's 1 ball and no strikes to Joshua Mears. Mears, the center fielder today, getting going for San Antonio. That one is right there out of play, and the count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That's going to be lifted high in the air. Here comes a runner from second, and there is a throw to second, but the run in to score, and now it's 3-run lead for San Antonio as it's 5-2. San Antonio first baseman Marcos Castañon leads it off, and that's going to be a high flyer and over the shortstop's head. So first and second now, and 1 away. Boy, that was a magic trick out of the Magic Tricks hat. Yeah, I got to say, John, they really tried to pull that one down, but couldn't afford to get it. And here is right fielder Jacob Campbell as he takes that one down and in. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 for 2 for the afternoon with the double. Hoping to stretch this game even further away from the Frisco RoughRiders. And the pitch. That one, it's a little roller. That could be a double play. There's one and there's two. And that will conclude this half inning. Well, San Antonio gets a couple more on the board. And at least 3 on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So we head to the 6th inning. And it is San Antonio 5, Frisco 2. So we're back here as Cameron Cawley will lead it off for the top of the 6th inning for Frisco when we come back. Well, we're back here to start the top of the 6th inning for Frisco right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, welcome back to our broadcast. Top of the 6th, leadoff batter for the Frisco RoughRiders is Cameron Cawley. Here's the pitch. That one is driven. He came out of the bullpen, and watch that one get out of here because it's got wings and it'll fly. And Cameron Cawley getting a 419-foot, 99.6 mile per hour on the exit velocity. And RoughRiders now trailing 2 against San Antonio. Pretty good right there as we look at it. That one was right to the right center field wall. And here is Kellen Strom as he gets things going. And the pitch right there, curveball, and the count now 1-0. Strom was a home run triple, 2 RBIs, and 2 for 2 with a run. So pretty good for the Frisco RoughRiders here today. 1-0 right there and out of play, and that will pass the Frisco bullpen. 5-3 San Antonio in this one. That one's going to be a pop inside, and the count now 1-2. So San Antonio has the upper hand in this ball game, and that's going to be a liner into straightaway left. And he'll get it to Cedeno to cover the bag if any advance is made. Then they'll cut him down. And that will be another out for the RoughRiders. Here is Abimelech Ortiz as he takes a strike inside. And it's the count now 0-1. 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out here today. So far, a pretty good afternoon thus far. That one high flying in the air, and that is out of play. And the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch right there. Cedeno will get that one. They should have tossed it to third or second, whatever. But anyway, it would have been a double play regardless. Well, the tying run is Aaron Zavala, the right fielder. Got a runner in scoring position. And the pitch. That is right there, a swing and a miss. The count now is 0-1. So, no balls and 1 strike. Runner at second, 1 away. in the top of the 6th inning, and a changeup is right there and in. The count now 0-2. So, yeah, great afternoon as we all look at it. And the pitch. That one high fly in the air. Right field, Campbell getting under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Uh-oh, and we got a runner, and he gets the third safely after no throw.
The third baseman, number 3, Caber.
And
Rodriguez.
that will put a runner 90 feet from scoring in. Caber Rodriguez, hot corner third baseman, tries to get in and hopefully seal the deal with a tying run. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Runner at third. And here's the pitch. That's going to be right there. Liner straight away up to left field. That's a base hit. And now the tying run now at second.
The batter, the left fielder.
Boy, Caber Rodriguez just clapping full of joy on that ball. And so far, just a pretty unique way of getting in. Don't forget, tonight, Corpus Christi and Midland will start their last game there at Bayfront Park. And the first pitch for that is about 7 o'clock. 6:05 on that, but evidently it will be a 7 o'clock matchup right there. Liner, straightaway left, and that is gone. A home run, and the Frisco RoughRiders will take it back. So it's 6-5 RoughRiders. Boy, I tell you one thing, Bob. These guys really getting good. Yeah, they really are, John. They're getting it made and they're getting it going here today. As so far, that was a 370-foot with the exit velocity of 103.4 mile per hour in that one. Well, here comes the missions manager, and it looks that's going to do for the starter here today. Well, relief pitcher Omar Cruz will be out of this ball game, but Jason Blanchard will get the call. A 4-seam slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball as he gets in to pitch for San Antonio here in the late innings. Marcus Smith coming in as he hits that one, and that is out of play in the count now 0-1. So we're going to make sure that everybody knows that with this hot weather coming in, everybody needs to come in and participate in taking turns on the hill. And that's what the coach has said to pretty much the whole complex here. That is up to right field, and Campbell will make the grab, and that will do it. But 2-run shot will give the RoughRiders the lead, and it is the bottom of the 6th inning. San Antonio now trailing 6-5.
Leading up for San.
And we are going to be right back with Cole Roederer leading it off. So we'll be right back. Well, we're about set for the bottom half of the sixth inning. Right now for the Missions Baseball Network.
Antonio, the designated hitter, Cole.
Well, designated hitter Cole Roederer coming in, and yeah, San Antonio has some work to do. And that's going to be a liner that will hug the line. That's a base hit. And boy, pretty good. The leadoff single will get the Missions back up and running. And that's going to bring in Yendry Rojas coming in for San Antonio. Tying run at the first base area. The go-ahead right now is Rojas. That one down and in, a good hold-up, and that's the count now 1-0. 2 for 2, 2 singles, RBI, and a run. Starting to see a cloud right there to the left-hand side. And that is right there. Liner straight away. That's a base hit. Runner going from first to third. And that's a single right there with 2 aboard.
The second baseman, Williams.
Boy, San Antonio really has something going here this afternoon. Yeah, they sure do, John. And really, they are really trying to get something going. Trying to take back the lead. Trying to tie up the ball game. 90 feet away from the game's tying run. And that's back to the mound. Right there out. And that is a quick out, number 1. Norwillian Sedano is out. Back to the bullpen. And didn't last that long. So here is Leo Dallas DeVries. And that's going to get up there. And that'll tie us up at 6. So a RBI single. And now got a runner in scoring position because of Leo Dallas puts that ball in play. And he's really getting it going here today. Yeah, it sure is, John. Hey, Bob, look at that cloud. Does that cloud look like a duck?
Nope, that's a ball.
Yeah, it sure does look like a duck. Oh, my goodness. You know, a duck belongs on a lake, like these Frisco RoughRiders. Oh, you're funny. 1 ball, and no strikes. That one's going to be hit high in the air. And that's going to get up to the left field area for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Ethan.
So 2 away. Here is Ethan Salas. Yeah, you see the duck? It's got a beak. It's got a body. Yeah, it's pretty much what we see at the stables there at West Creek. We have a few ducks there, but I haven't seen any. Just a lot of roosters. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, 2-1, 6-6 tie, bottom of 6.
That's in, ball 2.
And that is ball 2. And the count now 2-0. So yeah, pretty good afternoon as we try to get this one wrapped up. That is going to be a liner, and that'll get down. That's a base hit. And the San Antonio Missions take back the lead. It's now 7-6. Frisco thought they had it, but evidently San Antonio could carry in some more runs. Yeah, for sure, and that one was up the right field. Now Joshua Mears has 2-1 and 2 away here in this half inning. Cutter down and in for the ball, and the count now 1-0. 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 5th inning. So yeah, you can see a well-defined beak. You can see a big tail. But the thing that's missing is his legs. Oh yeah, I could tell. 2 right-handers, Church and Rodriguez, are warming up in the bullpen. So that's why they call it Pet Day and stuff with our pet supply places. And so far, pretty good. Mirrors down in the count now, 1-2. 7-6 score. San Antonio leading 1. Frisco trailing just a 1. And that's going to be right there. That's a liner. That's a straightaway. That gets 1. That gets 2. 2-run single. And San Antonio now pulls away. And boy, they are fighting back in this series finale. Well, here comes the manager, and that's going to do for the starter here today. And so far, the next reliever is out of this ball game. And evidently, they're going to turn to a right-hander, Mark Church.
Mark Church.
As he has a strikeout rate of 25, a .500, a average as a right-handed hitter, or should I say a right-handed thrower. Here's the pitch. Then that's down and in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to the first baseman, Marcos Castañon. San Antonio 9, Frisco 6 here in this ball game. And that one is popped foul. And the count now 0-2. 4 runs come in on 6 hits. Trying to level the playing field a bit. That one down and in. It's 1-2. One and two. That one right there, and that's a base hit. So another 2 on base, and I don't really think that they're done. Well, Jacob Campbell. Campbell, who is that? Jacob Campbell coming on now with 2-1-2 out here in the bottom of 6. RoughRiders trailing 3 in this ball game. They're still trying to make amends meet to close out this series in San Antonio. Right there, a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. A pretty good one here in San Antonio today. That one chopped foul, still hanging on. Well, it seems to me like the duck is vanishing away there in the left field area. Yeah, it sure is, John. I think the duck is gone. Right there, and that is high. That will do it. So 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. And they leave a couple on. To the 7th inning we go. Jack Spiggers will lead it. San Antonio has the lead by 3. It's 9-6. Seventh inning set to go for Frisco right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Jack Spigger's coming in now as we're set to go inning number 7. That's a swing and a miss, the slider, and the count now 0-1. RoughRiders trailing 3 in this ball game. That one high in the air, and that is out of play foul. With a count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. We'll get him down. And that is the first strikeout to Jason Blanchard. Tucker Mitchell coming in now, set to go. And the pitch. That is right there, out of play foul, and that's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. That one hit high in the air up to right field. Campbell will make the grab, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman Cameron Cawley.
Well, that'll bring up Cameron Cawley. As he strides in next for the RoughRiders. 2 for 3, a home run, single RBI, and 2 runs. And that's going to be a liner to straightaway, all the way to the wall. And that's going to probably get a triple in there. And indeed it does. It's a 2-out triple. Cawley out there at third.
The center fielder, number 2.
And that's a hit.
Strong.
That'll bring in Kellen Strom. Strom coming in. Here's the pitch. Right there, a strike. And it's 0-1. 7th inning stretch coming up after this. Strom is a 3 for 3, home run, single, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. And that is right there, a liner, straightaway center. And Frisco getting 1 back. It's now a 9-7 ball game. So they trail 2. And boy, they are really trying to fight back here this afternoon. Well, San Antonio getting 3 runs and 4. 3 of 4 in the last half inning. And that is a strike inside. It's the count now, 0-1. When you say 3 or 4, how many did they usually get? About 4. Okay. I was just getting confused just a little bit. Abimelech Ortiz coming in as that's a slider, and the count now 0-2. Well, first time on Sunday that we would see a duck look like cloud. And right there, a called third strike, and that will do it. Well, a run on a few hits, no errors, 1 left. And as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, it's stretch time. Here in the ball game, it's 9-7 San Antonio. So we're back here with Cole Roederer, the designated hitter, when we return. In a Texas League of Baseball, it is San Antonio 9, Frisco 7. Well, hope you've had a last good half inning of baseball. And so far, the seventh inning stretch coming to a close on this afternoon. John Baker, take it from here, will you? I will. Full Rotary, the designated hitter, strides up as we head to the bottom of the seventh inning here in this one. That one's a liner. That is straight away, left center. That's a base hit. The designated hitter will have a no-out double. No wonder Whataburger served hot and fresh here in San Antonio. That's really good. Yeah, it sure is, John. I gotta say, pretty good stuff. Whether if it's a double meat cheeseburger or chicken tenders or whatever,
Ball, that's in.
that's pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes to the hot corner man, Yendry Rojas. 3 for 3, 3 singles, RBI, and 2 runs in. Boy, we are 9-7 here. This is a high-scoring game nearly. San Antonio trying to get something going. That's right there. Slow roller to third to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the second
So a 3-1 play on that one. That'll bring up Norwillian Cedeno. Last time up, he had a 2-run shot in the second inning. And boy, he really blistered that one over the wall during the start of this game. And pretty good right there. Cedeno 1 for 3 by the 2-run shot he had last time up. Boy, trying to get back in there and continue to give San Antonio some pretty good leads thus far. That one is high in the air up to left center, and the center fielder will make the play. There's out number 2.
Now batting, number 94.
Well, that'll bring up shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries. 3 for 3, 2 doubles. Single RBI and 2 runs also added to his reservoir. That is right there, the count now, 1 ball and no strikes. That was a duck-looking cloud right out to the left field wall, and I gotta say, that cloud has already vanished into thin air. Yeah, I gotta say, John, that was a pretty good shot. Yeah, we see a lot of animals, from ducks to cats to horses, well, you name it, the whole 9 yards. Here comes a runner, and he's in across the score. And that's an RBI single. They tried to get him, and evidently they were unable to do so and not play. Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. But he's safely across the score, and he's right there at the plate in time before they apply the tag on him. Well, San Antonio up 10-7 here in this ball game. Bottom of 7 with a runner at first and 2 away. Left fielder Albert Fabian back in the fray to the leadoff spot. So 1 run here in this half inning. That one high in the air up to the right field area. And that will do it. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on. Well, Leo Dallas DeVries gets that San Antonio run in to score. And it's the Missions 10, Frisco 7. We're back here for the 8th inning as Aaron Zavala will lead it off when we come back. Well, top half of the 8th inning for the Frisco RoughRiders. Right now for the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Aaron Zavala coming in now for Frisco. We are 10-7. San Antonio now still leads by a 3-run lead. That one high in the air, and that one is out of play, foul. The count now 0-1. No runs as of right now, this point forward. That one high in the air. Campbell gets over there, and that is a fine run and play for the out.
The third baseman, number 3, Caber Rodriguez.
Hot corner third baseman, Caber Rodriguez. 1 for 3, double RBI and a run. And the pitch. Right there and in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Well, we've had a combined 3 day games, 3 night games. Tuesday and Wednesday were our first half of those day games, with Sunday being the last to help support Mother's Day. Right there. And that's going to hit the wall, and boy, he got it on the wall. And that's 2 away. That's a home run robbed right there. Well, how do you like them apples? Yosi Galan, the left fielder, coming in. Boy, try to get a home run by the 5-hole hitter. And so far, he just was not happy about that at all. That one's slow roller, and that is foul. And the count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2, and that one high in the air up to center. And Joshua Mears stands right under it to make the play for the out, and that will do for this half inning. No runs, hits, or errors, nobody left on for the Frisco RoughRiders. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, and San Antonio leads it 10-7. Bottom half of the 8th inning set to go for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, we have Andy Rodriguez, a right-hander, coming out of the bullpen as he will get a relief position. So San Antonio catcher Ethan Salas will get things going, as that's 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the bottom of the 8th. And pitch. That one fouled off, the count now 0-1. And all knowingly that this 12-game homestand was definitely worth a lot of people coming to visit Wolf Stadium. And so far, we just can't wait to see you guys back when we come on May 20th, taking on the Wichita Windsurge. That's going to be right there. And that is a double by Salas. By golly, that was pretty cool. We got to say on that, center fielder Joshua Mears would join in the fray. The 11th potential run
Ball.
sits only second base into scoring position. 2 for 4, 2 singles, 3 RBIs by the center fielder Mears. And the pitch. That one right there, out of play. And that ball would go foul. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And that is a slider inside for a strike. And that is 1-2. A left-hander, Clark, will get things going in the RoughRiders bullpen as he starts to warm up. And that one blistered Joshua Mears. That ball is out. Feel like somebody just shocked you using a carpet. Zappers. Oh, here, Bob, you want to get zapped? Ow! Ah! Ouch, that really hurts. It felt like somebody just tased me with a taser. Well, the home crowd going happy on that one. 427 foot, 102.5 mile per hour exit velocity. Now San Antonio leading this ball game 12-7. Well, that brings us up to the top middle half of the lineup. Here's first baseman Marcos Castañon. Castañon coming in and so far looking pretty good in this ball game. Here's the pitch to him. That one right there out of play. And the count now 0-2. So far the Frisco RoughRiders have 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on base.
Ball.
And for San Antonio, 12-19, no errors and 7 on base. 2,601 here in this Mother's Day game. That's one away here in this one. Castañon down on strikes. And here is right fielder Jacob Campbell. Boy, that jersey of his is dirty. That's why our proud sponsor, Bravo Plus Laundry Detergent, is one of the best cleaning solutions. So when you do laundry, always use Bravo Plus, because it's the best that keeps whites whiter and colors colorful. Bravo Plus, you can find that at H-E-B or any of your supermarket places. But I prefer H-E-B, more better, where there everything is better. So Jacob Campbell coming in. No balls, 2 strikes to him. 1 away, nobody on. 12-7. San Antonio leading a bunch in this broadcast. Was Sunday afternoon. 2 more outs here in this half inning, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that will be out number 2. Designated hitter Cole Roederer, who was a 2 for 4 of the day with a double, single, and 2 runs. That 4-seamer gets him fooled for a strike, and it's a count now 0-1. 1 more out for San Antonio, and this could be it for the bottom half of the 8th inning. And here's the 0-2. That one is right there. High in the air, right center. And that is out number 3. And that will complete the 8th inning. But Joshua Mears gets at least a few more, making it a 12-7 ball game as we head to the 9th inning. San Antonio 12, Frisco 7. So Marcus Smith, Jack Spiggers, And Tucker Mitchell will be the top three that will lead it in the top of the ninth inning. 3 outs out of this one, and we'll be right back here from San Antonio and Wolf Stadium. Top half of the ninth inning for Frisco, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Marcus Smith will be the leadoff man, 7-8-9. Frisco trailing a bunch in this ball game. That one right there. A liner straight away left field. Fabian will get it to Cedeno on target. And that is a no-out single for them.
Biggers.
Jax Biggers coming in. Ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. That one fouled in the way. And the count now 0-1. 0 for 3, strikeout, 2 flyouts. The 0-1. That one high fly and foul. And the count now 0-2. San Antonio 12, Frisco 7. Good grief, and that guy plays it loud to second to Cedeno. They get them both 2 down. Taco Bell double play. 6-4-3. And Frisco down to their last out. Tucker Mitchell coming up now. Flied out in the third. Boy, tell you one thing, that was a terrific play there. No balls and a strike after the Taco Bell double play. And that'll get you 2 free tacos courtesy of those Mission double plays. Well, anytime the Missions are at home, and I do mean to say that Tuesday night, May 20th, will be our next Taco Tuesday evening. And that way HEB will get you the coupons for taco nights. As we take on the visiting Wichita Wind Surge. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one is high, and that is going to fall down for a base hit. So Frisco not done yet. 1 out left in the homestand, and so far that's all it takes is to win in the ball game itself. And the four-seamer is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. 3 for 4. Home run, single, RBI, and 3 runs. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one down and in. And the count now 1-1. 1-1. That one high fly in the air. Out of play. So again, they'll try it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the 9th. Runner at first, 2 down. A 12-7 ball game for San Antonio. That one high fly, foul. So 1-2 the count now. One more time, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. And San Antonio collects a series. And what a great 12-game homestand we've had. Well, Frisco, you go home, take on Corpus Christi. So far, best of luck out there at Statesman's Park, San Antonio. We're getting on the bus headed to Midland for the Tuesday through Sunday next week series there in Midland, Texas. So pretty good on that as well as 12-7, the final here in today's game. So got to say pretty good Mother's Day as we wrapped up this 12-game homestand. And so far, it was a pretty good one. Well, Jason Blanchard is the winner on the mound, and the loss goes to Matt Festa as he will get the loss for the RoughRiders. Well, anyway, gotta say, pretty good day today. And yes, Mother's Day was very special as we conclude the broadcast. And so far, we're fixing to do that here today. Well, we will go ahead and do that. Matt Festa will take the loss after giving up 7 hits. Ethan Salas, 3 for 5 with 3 doubles and 2 RBIs. The win will go to Jason Blanchard as he gave up 4 hits and struck out 3. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, for the RoughRiders, Kellen Strom was a 4 for 4, a home run, and 3 bases, and 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. Cameron Coley, 3 for 5, a home run, a triple, an RBI, and 3 runs. Yosi Galan was a 1 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run. Caber Rodriguez is a 1 for 4, a double, RBI, and a run. Well, Ethan Salas was a 3 for 5, 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs. Joshua Mears, 3 for 5, home run, 5 RBIs. And Leo Dallas DeVries was a 4 for 4 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. Nerwillian Cedeno, 1 for 4, a home run, and 2 RBIs, and a run in that one. Well, let's go ahead and give you your runs, hits, and errors. First for the victorious San Antonio Missions. 12 runs, 19 hits, no errors, and they leave 8 men on base. For the RoughRiders, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base. Well, time of our ball game was 2 hours, 52 minutes. And so far, pretty good on that as we wrap up a once-and-again homestand for these 2 ball clubs. Now, I got to say, we will play the RoughRiders again soon, and so far we are going to see where we are in that. So AA Central standings, with San Antonio winning today, they will be 16. So 16 in all. So the RoughRiders will be 20 and 12. And yeah, so far we need to go ahead and get that going if we can. Bob, what is with the thing? I mean, is it going? Is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so thank you, Bob, for all your hard work becoming the wizard of technology. So with San Antonio winning this one, they will be 16 even. So they'll put San Antonio 16 and the RoughRiders there at 20 and 13. So we will go ahead and see what is going on there in Corpus Christi. And so far, let's go ahead and get that going for you. So evidently, pretty good day for a Mother's Day, Ann. Did you enjoy your day? Yes, I sure enjoyed my day. It was really, really good. Well, that's good, Ann. I'm surprised your day was good. Uh-oh, yeah, I did forget something, I guess. So supposedly, as of last night, I forgot to add the runs and hits and errors for everybody last night because it was late. So yeah, so San Antonio now 17-16, Frisco now 20-13. Let's see, Amarillo. The Sod Poodles are now 16-17. Tulsa at 14-19. So pretty good on that as well in that one. All right, so for the Arkansas Travelers, let's go to Corpus Christi first. So Corpus Christi is 10-24 of the year. So by golly, they are just really starting to go at it. Rockhounds are 19-14. So they will still hold a two ball games ahead of San Antonio. So 10-24, that is bad because they are losing almost every game, it looks. Okay, so we could go ahead and head for Springfield at Arkansas. So the Arkansas Travelers winning, and they'll pretty much take the second place position. They are 18-15. Springfield 15-18 for the year. So pretty good on that one. So we'll go ahead and move Arkansas to the second place area. So pretty good on that one. So for Wichita, taking on Northwest Arkansas. The wind surge, and so far that's pretty good ball game. Well, anyway, let's see, the wind surge winning their 19th, so that only means that Wichita now takes the first place position. By golly. So they'll be 19-14. Northwest Arkansas 18-15. And pretty much the wind surge now takes the first place position. And first time in a long while that we've actually seen that happen. So pretty good Sunday afternoon, right, Bob? Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. And so far, what you said about Midland and Corpus Christi, they haven't started their ball game just yet. Oh, I do apologize. Now I did it again. So pretty much everything will be good to go on that one. Well, anyway, we need to pretty much find out where everybody is, and hopefully that will be a easy task to take care of real quick. And yeah, so far, pretty much we'll go ahead and get that started for this one. So tomorrow would be the 12th, so Tuesday the 13th. So we got Corpus Christi at Frisco, San Antonio at Midland, let's see, Amarillo at Springfield, let's see, and I gotta figure something else out. For the 13th, just give me a second while this computer tries to work its way in. We have Northwest Arkansas at Tulsa. And Arkansas at Wichita. So there we go. Our ball clubs will pretty much be ready for Tuesday. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, anyway, we've had a very special Mother's Day. And we thank you guys, well, everybody that came out to our broadcast today. Really good day for moms out there. And as we say, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Even to my stepmother that lives in Brady, happy Mother's Day to her. And to all the mothers out there, as a very special Mother's Day. Well, I will say it was a pretty good day. Well, anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Our final score, the San Antonio Missions 12, Frisco RoughRiders 7 in this broadcast. But anyway, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their afternoon. It's a beautiful day, so go out horseback riding or whatever. Just do what's fun. So anyway, myself and Bob will catch y'all back in 2 weeks from now when we take on the Wichita Wind Surge through a 6-game homestand starting after we get back from Midland. Well, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. For my partner, Bob, and his lovely wife, Ann. And happy Mother's Day to you. And so far, Bob, happy for both of y'all. And celebrating your anniversary on this day, right? Yeah, we're celebrating our anniversary. Daggum, I forgot to tell you about that. How many years? Well, at least 50. 50 great years. Wow. That's a long time to be married to people like y'all. So pretty good, Israel. Yeah, so anyway, thank you, John. Well, anyway, John, I'm going to go ahead and take Ann home, and we're going to go out and celebrate Mom's Day. Okay, well, that sounds good as well. We'll see you in 2 weeks from now. Okay, thank you, Bob. Well, anyway, guys, we thank y'all for tuning in to our broadcast today. One heck of a day for San Antonio. They win in a 2-game winning streak. So can they do it again at Midland? We have to wait and find out. But anyway, for all of us here, our final score, one more time before we're off of here. San Antonio 12, Frisco 7 in this broadcast. Well, Missions are getting ready to head on the road. They head to Midland in a 6-game set. And then we're back on Tuesday, May 20th through the 25th, as we take on the Wichita Wind Surge. Well, for all of us here, happy Mother's Day. And we will see you all again in 2 weeks from now. So have a awesome time off. So anyway, see y'all later.